Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. Thank you for stopping by today to see what we're talking about. What are we talking about? Oh, let me see. You are a take charge, strong woman. You are telling your friends that the kind of fella you're looking for is a strong take charge guy because you want to be able to put it all down, let somebody else take control at the end of the day. You feel that's what you're looking for when you're being fixed up by your friends, your family, your matchmaker. When you're out meeting fellas on the apps or in person, you're looking for a strong fella. And you may not be doing everything right to attract that guy. Should we talk about it? Yeah, we should talk about it. That's what's up today. Stick around, coming up right now. So a lot of times when people are working with a matchmaker, it's because they have a good job. They can afford to outsource their dating life to another person, and a lot of them come to a matchmaker because they're so busy with work that they don't have the time to peruse 5 dating sites and respond to every message that comes through and figure out what to say, look through pictures and make a thoughtful comment at every person that they think they might be interested and do the follow-up and then try to get out the door. First have a video chat. It's a lot. So working with a matchmaker, they're able to take a phone call from me and show up for a date. I take all that off the plate. So those people typically that I work with are busy professionals. And busy professional women will very often say to me, I make decisions all day long. I'm the go-to person at work. When I'm done working, I want a guy who can do that for me so I can just relax and not be responsible for everything, not be in charge, not have to make every single decision. But when I send them out with a fella like that, very often the fella in the feedback form that I send out the day after a date doesn't always want to see her again. And why would that be? There are a few reasons. We're going to go through those today. What some women, and just see if you see yourself in any of these. Maybe you're avoiding all of them, and that's great. But if not, you may want to just examine and think about it. That's what I'm here for, pointing things out to think about. And let's start with number 1. When a date goes awry with a client like this and a man that I've matched her with, very often he will say something about it feeling like an interview. And the reason that happens is because she's got a list of questions. She's very businesslike. She's take charge. She is going to get everything answered and be very succinct in what she's looking for. She doesn't want to waste time. She wants to know everything on a first date. And often he just doesn't have fun. He'll say to me, that was not fun. We didn't laugh. We didn't have a good time. Barely got to know her. Just was a lot of question and answers. So make sure that if this is your goal and you're looking for that man and you're this kind of a gal, that you avoid the interview style of dating. I mean, I hope everybody does. It's one of my main goals here. Keep people from interviewing each other and instead just have fun on a first date, laugh on a first date. So avoid the interview style would be number 1, because I think just having control of things, you just want all the answers and you want to know as much as possible right at the get-go so you don't waste time and you're efficient. You're an efficient dater. If you're an efficient dater, don't do that. Sometimes these clients will tell me that men find them intimidating, and I have a video about that. Are you intimidating to men? Often it's not that men are intimidated, but women who are very successful, take charge kind of gals will talk about the area of their life that they're very successful in, and that is work, their career. They're career-focused women. They have been for a long time, which is why they're just now focusing on that other part of their life, their romantic life. Those take charge women will talk a lot about the area of their life that they are very busy with and enjoying and doing well in, succeeding in. And when they talk about that and then start adding in the other things that fill their time, men aren't intimidated, but men can't see where they fit into this woman's life. So often they will say to me, I don't think she needs to date. She doesn't need anybody. She's happy the way she is. She's got a very great job and she's busy and she's got a good friend group and she gives her time to charity. I don't think she needs a man. So make sure, if you do talk about your job, which you should, that it isn't the primary focus of the conversation, that you also share some personal things about yourself and leave some space in there to let a man know where he fits in. Give him a chance to tell some of his own stories and allow him to shine as well. That would be my goal for you. Allow the other partner to shine during the date, be the star of the date for a bit, and don't eat it up with shop talk, sharing too much about how you spend your days running the world. The other thing I want you to watch out for is sometimes my take charge girls can be a little competitive on dates. And I think that sometimes it manifests itself by one-upping. You know, if he talks about many hours he works, you tell, you're putting in 12, I'm putting in 14, or vacation. There's like a competitive edge there, and dating isn't a competition. It might feel like it's a competition sometimes with people of your own gender vying for some of the same people, but it's not a competition between you and your date. So be aware that if you're a competitive person, I'm a competitive person, I love games. People who love games, love winning at all costs, that you're not trying to one-up or be competitive in any way with your date. Let him talk. Aim to do 40% of the talking. Let him be a star. Let him share stories. Let him show you who he is. Don't take charge of the date and monopolize the conversation. Give him a chance to share. Ask questions about him. Encourage him to share stories. Let him shine. You are so strong. You are so used to making decisions. You want to drop the ball when it comes time to pick a place, but don't. Guys aren't any better at knowing where you want to eat. So I encourage you, that's not the place to draw the line. It's a meme. It's a joke at this point that nobody wants to say where they want to eat. They're like, you pick, just you pick. But know what you have a taste for, know what you want to eat. That isn't the place to have the man be the decision maker. When he asks you what you want to eat, know a couple places that you like to eat that you can recommend for your date. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about picking somebody who's just like you. You know, relationships are supposed to be a give and take. We want people who compliment us and bring out the best in us, that we have personalities where one person may be a little less strong, the other person can pick up the slack and have strength in that area. And I think that's a beautiful thing, and it's kind of something I aim for in matchmaking. But often when we are strong decision-making women looking for a strong man, we're picking somebody who's good at the same exact thing we are, and look for those other things that would also complement you. Because if you're choosing somebody who's already maybe a type A personality, a take charge kind of person, a good decision maker, somebody who plans things, I just want to make sure that you're not trying to find a replica, a male version of yourself, because that is what you're looking for, somebody strong like you. People can be strong and also have more sensitive areas, and I think those are the things that are going to probably work well with your personality in the long run. Someone who also has a nurturing side, a patient side, right? That's like the counterpart to that strong woman. And a couple other things that you should probably be wary of. Know how to take a compliment. That's sometimes hard for strong women. They don't want the praise on something that isn't work related or strength related. If he says you look pretty, or your hair looks so nice, be able to graciously accept a compliment. Learn how to say, practice how to say, thank you so much. That was nice of you to say that. It makes me feel good. Super easy, but sometimes it takes practice. Instead of saying, I didn't do anything. I just came right from work. Graciously learn to accept a compliment. As things progress, these strong women, have a tendency to always want to take charge of situations and know everything that's going on. So I encourage you to not ask a man what he's thinking. Don't try to control his thoughts. Allow his mind to wander, or his gaze to wander and be in his own head, and not say, oh, what are you thinking? And give him his space in his own head to think about whatever he wants without the intrusion of another person there. And while you're encouraging his independent thoughts, encourage his independent life. Don't try to control his free time or make it about you. Try to encourage him to keep seeing his friends, make time for his family and his hobbies. Encourage him to continue being a well-rounded person, separate from whatever partnership you're growing. You want him to be separate from you, not part of a couple, and that's it. That's what keeps relationships growing. Seeing the other person as an independent person, not the other half of you, the other half that can be controlled like you, a free spirit who has his own thoughts, his own activities, his own joys away from the relationship. If allowing him that independence makes you a little uncomfortable, I want you to not continue playing that broken record in your head, the one that says, "Ooh, maybe I'm too much. Maybe I'm hard to handle. Maybe I'm too strong. Maybe I'm intimidating." Don't play that for yourself. You aren't too much. You're just right. Just allow a person room to breathe and be themselves too, and you continue to do that. In fact, continue to see other people when it's early on before you're exclusive. Don't want to control this situation and force it into being the relationship. Allow it to grow slowly, and while you're doing that and getting to know this person, allowing them to be themselves and sharing time together, building some memories and some experiences together, continue to see other people so that you don't have all your eggs in one basket and you don't put too much pressure on yourself or this person, or most importantly on this relationship, to be the one here. I hope you found this helpful or at least interesting. If you did, please give the episode a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and then the ring bell will notify you every time I upload a new episode. I'll look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, have a good one. And then you could hit that subscribe. Oh, that's the subscribe dinging. No, it's not.